Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Diego Velasquez.
And I'm Adriana Palomino. The campus of New Mexico State University has power again this evening, but for 2 hours today. The campus went dark.
El Paso Electric says the hog got into a substation and shorted out the equipment. The Corbett Student Center cleared out quickly when it got dark and students realized the food court and everything else was closed. Many gathered at the Frenger Food Court to work because it was one of the few places on campus that had power. The power went out around 11:30 this morning and interrupted classes. Al-Qaeda.
When the power went out, it just went ballistic, and everyone, you could hear screaming from the neighboring lab.
Al-Qaeda is next with a first look at weather.
Thank you so much, Diego. For our skies, we're going to see mostly sunny. Our temp was at 82, winds coming at you at 8 miles per hour from the south, humidity at 40%, dew point at 55 degrees, and barometer at 29.77 inches. For our high at 88, our average 84, our low at 66. For our record highs, we had a high of 94 in 2016 and a low of 40 degrees in 1965. There is 0 chance of rain for tonight, and for our yearly rainfall was at 4.86. Back to the desk.
A judge is ordering a sexual assault case to be sealed after police charged a Las Cruces City digital media manager with over 24 sexual assault crimes against children. 38-year-old Dominic Aragon has been charged with 16 counts of sexual contact of a minor and 9 counts of criminal sexual penetration of a minor. Aragon was arrested on September 20th in El Paso, Texas, and is in the Doña Ana County Detention Center. Online court filings were removed from public access around 9 this morning following the sealing of the case.
A Doña Ana County Sheriff's deputy is facing charges after the FBI says he kidnapped and sexually assaulted a woman during an arrest near Las Cruces. The FBI says 33-year-old Michael Andrew Martinez responded to a call about a woman who crashed into a tree southeast of Las Cruces. The footage from the arrest shows Martinez sexually assaulting the woman as she was handcuffed and restrained in the passenger seat. Martinez was fired from Doña Ana Sheriff's Office on August 30th and remains in jail. Governor Michelle Lujan is facing an excessive amount of threats since a public health order issued on September 8th. Sandoval County Commissioner Jay Block made it in a post on September 11th comparing Lujan Grissom's gun order to Al-Qaeda terrorists who attacked the World Trade Center. Lujan Grissom says that this is not the kind of discourse I recognize in my state or my community. The Department of Public Safety Secretary Jason Bowie says that any credible threats of violence against a public official are being investigated.
Customs and Border Protection officers are keeping in business in El Paso. Last Friday at the Isleta Port of Entry, officers stopped a 39-year-old American woman coming into the U.S. from Mexico. They did a routine inspection and found 12 pounds of methamphetamine hidden in her car seat. The past Tuesday, they stopped a 35-year-old Mexican man driving into Mexico. They found almost 2,000 rounds of ammunition in various calibers. They seized the drugs, ammunition, and the vehicle. The 2 people were turned over to the Homeland Security. Robots are expected to take many jobs in the future, and the NMSU College of Engineering is getting ready for it. On October 21st, the New Mexico Best Robotics 2023 will get underway. Middle schools and high schools from New Mexico and neighboring schools from El Paso will compete. The teams will be challenged to create a medical robot that will make an incision in a mannequin for a heart operation.
This is a great opportunity for them. It's a great experience for them to get out of their school, kind of join the real world, get to see what it's like, a little bit of the campus here at NMSU, and get to experience a little bit of what an actual job in engineering or a challenge in engineering or even a school project in engineering is like.
The competition starts October 21st and lasts until November 11th.
Stay tuned. Alhari will be back with your national forecast.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Thursday,
where news matters.
We're hoping for a nice weekend because Saturday is National Public Lands Day. Thousands of volunteers nationwide will lend a hand to help clean public lands clean, maintained, and beautiful. It also means you'll be able to get into national parks and monuments for free. Here in the area, that means no entry fees for White Sands National Parks, Carlsbad Caverns National Park, Guadalupe Mountain National Park, all the national forests, and many others. Alcari is next with the weather of national forecast.
How's the weather like today? How did you see it?
It's pretty good.
It looks really nice outside today.
It really is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Diego. Let's go ahead and take a look at your national map. So for our current radar satellite, we're seeing lots of winds with heavy rainfall on the southeast coast near Florida. And for my next map, for potential tropical cyclone 16, tropical storm warnings coming here from Ocean City down to Myrtle Beach. And taking a look at my last map, for our wind forecast, we're seeing heavy gusts of wind from Baltimore to Norfolk to Hatteras at 35-40 for gusts, 30-35 for gusts, and 30 again for 35 for gusts as well. I'll be back. That's all for now. I'll be back with your local forecast. Back to the desk. Welcome back. Taking a look at your local temps, Farmington at 83, Santa Fe at 74, Albuquerque at 82, Ruidoso at 75, and Deming at 81. Taking a look at for tomorrow, Farmington at 82, Santa Fe at 76, Albuquerque at 84, 77 at Ruidoso, and 92 in Deming. Taking a look at your local forecast weather. For tonight, a low of 65 in Alamogordo and a high of 90. Tomorrow for Truth or Consequences, going to be a low of 60 and a high of 93. Tomorrow for tonight for Silver City, 59 for a low and a high of 83 tomorrow. And last but not least, Las Cruces tonight at 63 and a high of 93. Back to your desk. I'll be back with your 5-day forecast.
Anheuser-Busch said it has ended the practice of cutting the tails of Budweiser iconic Clydesdale horse.
The practice is called docking, when the tail's hair is cut short. It can result in parts of the tailbone being shaved off. Docking has long been under fire from animal rights group. The company responded that it ended the practice earlier this year. It said the safety and well-being of the Clydesdale is their top priority.
And Ben is next with sports.
Thanks, Diego. Coming up in sports, NMSU football's 3-game road stretch comes to an end on Saturday night. You can toss that remote because News22 Sports is next.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Ben Schlittler, and let's talk sports. NMSU football's 3-game road stretch comes to an end on Saturday night as they fly across the Pacific to play their old WAC foe, Hawaii. After snapping a 10-game losing streak versus Hawaii last year, the Aggies are hoping to establish some momentum and set up a new streak versus the Warriors of their own. Expect a high-scoring quarterback matchup as Aggie dual threat Diego Pavia takes on Hawaii quarterback Brendan Schrager, who never met a deep ball he didn't like. The game kicks off at 10 p.m. Saturday and is streaming on the Mountain West Network. Aggie soccer is playing a huge home game tonight as the UTEP Miners make their way to Las Cruces to resume a heated rivalry. And for the first time in 60 years, it's a conference game. This will be the first game between the Aggies and the Miners in any sport as members of the same conference since 1962. After a thrilling 4-3 win versus Louisiana Tech that saw Loma McNeese pot a goal and 2 assists, the Aggies are flying high. Meanwhile, the Miners come in desperate for any win, having lost their last 4 games. The game kicks off at 7 p.m. tonight, and you can stream it on ESPN+. And that's all for sports tonight. Tune in tomorrow for more sports action. Coming up, Taylor Swift broke the internet once again. More on this when News 22 returns.
Taylor Swift fans crashed Google Tuesday as fans try to solve puzzles she had posted. Swift paired up with Google to post 89 puzzles for her fans to solve and revealed the titles of some previous unreleased tracks that will be debuted on her upcoming 1989 Taylor Swift version album. With so many Swifties participating, 33 million puzzles were collectively solved, enough to crash Google temporarily. Thankfully, the search engine was able to shake it off, and Swift revealed the fourth mystery track. And that's all from News22. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Tune in next week for more news. I'm Diego Velasquez.
And I'm Adriana Palomino. From the whole News22 team, good night.
This news brief in Español is brought to you by Noticias22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias22.
Buen día, soy Jorge Fonseca con las breves de Noticias 22. Un empleado de la ciudad de Las Cruces ha sido arrestado tras una serie de delitos sexuales contra menores, según documentos oficiales. Se trata de un administrador de medios digitales que trabaja para la ciudad. Fue arrestado el día de ayer en El Paso, Texas. El hombre de 38 años, Dominic Luis Aragon, es acusado de 16 cargos de contacto sexual y 9 cargos de penetración sexual hacia el menor. Aragon se encuentra en el centro de detención del condado de Doña Ana. A pesar de que los detalles de las acusaciones no sean claras, la ciudad de Las Cruces decidió despedir a Aragon después de 16 años como empleado. El día de hoy, estudiantes y empleados de la Universidad Estatal de Nuevo México y el campus de Doña Ana tomaron una sorpresa después de que la electricidad se fuera por 2 horas. Varios edificios como el Centro Corbett y dormitorios estudiantiles, entre otros edificios, fueron afectados. Esto alrededor de las 11:30 hasta su regreso a la 1:30. Se cancelaron clases durante este periodo, incluyendo clases en línea. Estudiantes esperaron y aprovecharon este tiempo para hacer tareas y seguir con proyectos estudiantiles. Las clases resumieron a las 2 de la tarde cuando la luz fue restaurada. Según voceos de El Paso Electric, este incidente fue el resultado de la entrada de un halcón a la subestación de electricidad que alimenta a NMSU. Tras ello se realizaron las reparaciones necesarias para restablecer la energía tan pronto como sea posible. Eso ha sido todo por mi parte. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy. Hasta pronto.